Hi, Cornerstone family. After 6 months of this COVID season together, there's one thing that I've learned, I think we all know, it's that we are stronger together. The church has never been about being a building. It's always been about the people of God coming together on mission. And we are on a mission to do what the writer of Hebrews inspires us to do in Hebrews chapter 10, to consider how we can spur one another on towards love and good deeds. I want you to know we've been keeping track of the acts of kindness and love that our church, big and small, has been doing, celebrating the hope of God and bringing good news into a hurting and dying world. We want to be the church, a courageous church on mission, and we want you to feel like you're a part of this mission as our church family. And so starting this Sunday, we're coming back to church. We have services in a hybrid, both here as well as 10 o'clock online. But then on October 11th, it's back to church Sunday. We are bringing the church back together as a church family, and we want you to know that this is a great time to bring a friend, a family, somebody who is in need in your neighborhood, to bring the love, faith, and hope of Jesus into their lives. More than ever, people need to hear this message. And so Back to Church Sunday is on the 11th. It's going to be at 10 o'clock. And then we are moving into a season where we believe we're stronger together. It's going to be a 40-day campaign of community, of being the church family together, and then living it out into our community. You're going to hear more about that as we go through this season. We want you to come back to church. We feel that during this season, more than any other, in the darkness of this world, Jesus is going to shine brightly through His church family. And so here's my promise. Over the next few weeks, we'll put into practice, into action, the love, faith, hope that is the high calling of being the church in action in wonderful ways. And so, for example, I just want to acknowledge that over the last 6 months, we've helped the Narrow Door deliver more than 250,000 tons of food. Just in the last couple of days, our own Todd McCarron went to LA and brought 24,000 pounds of food to distribute just this week alone. And I want to thank Todd McCarron for reaching to the poor, the deserving kids. Every week he's meeting with elementary kids, junior high and high school kids, the most vulnerable in our community. Thank you for that. And I also want to thank our teachers. Did you know that we have more than a dozen teachers in our Cornerstone family that have met this summer for Bible study, and whose classrooms right now have been turned upside down because everything is being Zoomed and online. And more than anything, they just need the encouragement of the church family. And so here right now in our church, we have Victoria, who's a wife, a mom of a 16-month-old baby in our church. She teaches band and music at Desert Shores in Salton Sea, and she couldn't have her classroom in her house because of her baby, and she was not knowing where she was going to go. We invited her into our church, and right now she's in our preschool room teaching band and music for kids in our valley. There's so many examples of Cornerstone being the church. And we just want you to know we are going to be on mission. We're going to be a courageous church on mission over the next few weeks. And then on October 11th, it's back to Church Sunday. We want you to bring your friends, your family, some of your workmates, maybe in your neighborhood, inviting people to church who are in desperate need of a message of good news and good hope. And we're open on worship. We're back together. And we understand during this season that people have been struggling and they need fellowship more than ever. And I hope you will join us as we set out on this courageous mission of being the church together. That's October 11th, back to Church Sunday, but we've never been closed. We're open this Sunday. You can come to worship. And then on October 18, we're back into our life groups, into our ministries. Everything is starting back up. And I can't wait to see what God has for us in this season ahead. Cornerstone family, I love you. And let's come back to church to be the church, the courageous church on mission.